Hey, what's going up, guys? Oh, yeah, here. The Life is Strange Episode 4 launch trailer has just been released, and here are some things that you might have missed in this new trailer. Let's check it out together. So first of all, I want to talk about this picture right here. This scene. It looks like an old farmhouse. And we never went to this place in the first 3 episodes, so this is a brand new area we are going to in episode 4. This is brand new. We never was here before. This is our first time, and yeah. As second hand, I really want to say, this kind of looks like Chloe's truck. So we all know at the end of episode 3, Chloe is bounded to a wheelchair because we have changed the timeline and kept William alive. We actually gone back in time in episode 3 and changed the thing that William died that day. And because we did this, Chloe had an accident or something. We don't know yet, but this actually looks like Chloe's truck. So here's the question. Are we back in the timeline where Chloe is actually not in the wheelchair and William is dead?
This place is the epicenter of creepy. Holy shit. That's kind of scary.
So here's the next thing. This really looks like an old farmhouse, and Max is saying that this is the center of creepy. So I guess we will find something out about Rachel Amber here, or even Kate Marsh.
We're getting so close to Rachel Amber.
On the second hand, I guess there is what we see right here is a heavy metal door that leads into a room, I guess. And I guess this room is going to be the dog room, like episode 4 is called. This is where we entering the dark room, and I guess this is some secret there are some secret stairs in that old farmhouse that lead us right here into that metal door, and when we open that metal door we are actually entering the dark room. So we see the files of Kate Marsh here, like we actually seen at the end of episode 2, if you remember. Because at the end, at episode 2, Life is committed suicide, or you can rescue her. You know that because that depends on your decisions, how you decided to, if you treat her good, if you kept her alive. If you treat her bad, she's doing suicide. So this is what we actually saw at the end of episode 2 already, and I want to say something about this. There's something really interesting right here, because this right here, you see the syringe? So in episode 2, when we actually gone to Kate's room for the very first time, she told us that she was in a room and she thought Nathan will take her to the hospital. She was in a room and she thought a doctor was talking to her in a very nice and calm voice, and then she felt a sharp sting in her neck. So this has to be the room that Nathan brought Kate to, because I really think so. There are files of Kate there, and there are also laying around a syringe. So I really think this is the room where Kate and Rachel Amber maybe have Brock to after they were dosed with drugs.
We have to finish this.
So I want to talk about this real quick. So are you guys, you are well aware of what Chloe's house looked like. And if you see right here, if you look closely right here, there is no swing here. There always was a swing in Chloe's garden, and as you can see, barely, the house is painted all blue and very lovely, and it's all very tidy in the garden, and that was never the fact in the real timeline. So what I think we see here is the alternative timeline, and that is meaning that this is the timeline where Chloe is actually in the wheelchair and William is alive. So we will playing in episode 3. We will play in the alternative timeline of where Chloe is in the wheelchair. So this is what I think, because there's no swing at first hand. The house is all painted blue, and the garden is very tidied up. Then that was never the fact in the first 3 episodes.
There's no sign of life.
So, what did Max actually say there? Let's listen to that again.
Life. There's no sign of life.
She said no sign of life. Did she mean Rachel Amber? Is Rachel Amber dead? Is this maybe the biggest spoiler in this trailer? We don't know yet, but she said no fucking sign of life. So what does that mean?
This place is evil.
So what we see here, right, is this is very interesting. As Kate Marsh told us in episode 2, that she thought Nathan brought her to a hospital. So is this what we see right here? Is this a hospital, or is this actually the dog room? This is what really makes me think about it. So think about it. In episode 2, we go into Kate's room and she told us all about, there is actually this, she thought that Nathan would take her there, but this isn't a hospital. I think this isn't a hospital at all. This is the dark room. So who told us that the dark room is really dark? So she said that she was in a room all bright and shit, and this looks exactly like a hospital, she told us, and it's very bright in here. So what we see here is actually, I don't know if this is really the girls' dormitory, okay? Because at the end of the hall you can go to the right, and that is not the fact in the girls' dormitory. So I think this may be the boys' dormitory we are going to in episode 4. So what we saw there is Max quickly rewinding some action. Now I want to talk about something other. Earlier in this video I said that we are actually playing in the timeline where Chloe is bonded to the wheelchair. But you'd see this? It's all dirty in her room, and I don't know what the board is doing here, but I guess it has something. But look at this. This is where she actually writed her size on, and she score out the sizes and write fuck life, dad is gone. So I think this is the real timeline we're actually playing in, the timeline where Chloe's in a wheelchair, and the original timeline. So yay, Chloe's back, I guess.
I can't believe it's real. How can all of this not be connected to...
So at the end of episode 3 we are actually seeing 2 dead whales laying at the strand. But now there are like, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, the apocalypse is coming. Sorry for bad English, by the way.
This not be connected to a major storm.
So this is what we saw at the end of, at the very beginning of the game, that there is actually coming a storm, and this dream, it's not a dream. It's actually coming true.
This is where my nightmare started. I've got a bad feeling about this. Arcadia Bay is on the edge of disaster.
So this is the Vortex Club party you actually seen after the credits of episode 3. So this is very interesting. You see this right here? It doesn't look like something that a girl would write on her slate in the girls' dormitory. So I think my theory about the boys' dormitory is right, because there is standing, the results rule this time. I guess the results rule this time. So I guess we are breaking in to Nathan's room to find out where the dark room is, or what he did actually with Kate. So this is very interesting. I guess this is Nathan's room right here.
Jesus. What do you mean by...
So this is very interesting that Max is actually talking to Victoria because these two don't like each other very much, but as we see at the end of episode 3, we are actually in the Vortex Club. But we had different clothes on us, but in this case it's not the fact. We have the old clothes and we are actually talking to her. If you look at it, we have different clothes. There is a butterfly on her shirt, and there it looks like a school. And this may be connected to all of this, that the butterfly is bringing death to people. And this is why Max is asking Victoria about, what do you mean by dark places? Because she may have overheard a conversation between her and Nathan, and she asked her at the party. I don't know if this is where she's in the Vortex Club or it's not where she's in the Vortex Club. I guess we are in the timeline where Chloe is actually in the wheelchair over here because we are friends with her here, and she's actually going to tell us.
What do you mean by dark places? Is the world ending? Run, Max!
So this is very interesting too, because I think this is Chloe's truck for sure. This is for sure Chloe's truck. So Chloe will be back. We are playing in 2 timelines in episode 4 for sure. I'm 100% sure about this.
What the fuck?
So this is really fucking...
What the...
We have a standoff or a fight with Frank. I don't know what to say about that. You have 2 decisions in the whole game so far: to keep his dog from harm and shooting him. So I guess if you're doing things right, he won't fuck with you. But this looks really bad, so I don't know who's going to help us, or if we actually are going to kill him. We don't know yet, but this looks very intense, and I don't see how Max is going to get out there on herself. So this is really badass. So is Warren actually breaking out the friend zone? He's kicking Nathan's ass. Yes, you rule, Warren. As I'm actually Chloe and Max shipper, I don't really like to see that. But hey, Warren's a badass, and if he really helps us against Nathan, he definitely deserves the chance.
Get off me! Oh no!
So this is also the Vortex Club party we see right here. We see people in the pool, the shark in the pool, and this is actually the Arcadia Bay gym where we were in episode 3 with Chloe and take a swim.
The storm is coming!
So Nathan's all fucked about the storm is coming. How does he know about the storm? This is a question I'm asking myself. So there has to be a storm already in episode 4.
You're all gonna die!
Did I make the right decision?
Did I make the right decision? What does that mean? Does Max mean a decision in episode 4 specific? I don't know the word in English. Does she mean all the decisions that she made, or just one decision that she actually made in episode 4? So I don't know. I'm hella ready for episode 4 dropping next week, and we will see then. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a like if you did, and I really hope I could show you some things you didn't see. And see you next time. Goodbye.